for all the parents out there waiting for affordable childcare to kick in, center operators have 2 weeks left to opt in to the federal government's $10 a day program. In Toronto, just over half of daycare centers have so far started filling out the paperwork. So here's a look at how things are shaping up.
This funding creates an opportunity for us to envision what affordable, accessible childcare looks like. It's been 50 years in the making.
Toronto has about 1,000 licensed daycare centers across the city, and according to the latest data, 570 have indicated they intend to join the program. 32 have signaled they will be opting out, with hundreds more still undecided. Abigail Doris is with the Toronto Coalition for Better Childcare and tells me many centers are meeting with their boards in the coming days, and she expects most daycares with a nonprofit model will be signing on.
There's a small handful of nonprofits that have decided to opt out, but the majority of nonprofits, from what I'm hearing, are looking forward to opting in.
The private for-profit centers make up about 25% of daycare spaces in Toronto, and interest to join the program appears to be lacking. Only 99 out of about 230 have opted in so far. Doris says those businesses have a lot to consider.
The challenge for them, or at least the discourse that we've been hearing from for-profit childcare centers, is that it's built into the funding agreement that a cap would be placed on making profit to 10%, and I think that's where a lot of their dissatisfaction with the agreement is coming from.
In other parts of the GTA, Peel Region reports only 35 daycare centers have formally opted into the program, but says a vast majority have expressed interest in joining. York Region has 557 eligible daycare centers. Just under half have signed on so far.
Parents and families have had to be really, really patient with this process, but operators are working as hard as they can to finalize everything.
Ontario was the last province to sign on to the $13.2 billion deal with the federal government back in the spring. Centers that participate will receive funding and will have to reduce fees by an average of 25% immediately, and then by another 25% in December, with the goal of $10 a day by 2026. The City of Toronto says those promised rebates, retroactive to April, should be rolling out sometime in October.
A family in Toronto who has an infant, for example, with this deal this year, they could get up to $4,000 as a rebate, and that's huge for families in Toronto.
But there is a caveat to those rebates that were promised by the Ford government last spring. Parents will only be getting that money back if their daycare center joins the program.